Hey everyone, this is just a quick video. I just want to encourage you and say, sometimes when you have a call on your life, sometimes when you know you have a purpose and you want to achieve something, you can get obstacles in your way. And what I mean by this is today I've been trying to record a video for my channel. And for whatever reason, I'm just struggling. My words are jumbling up. I can't remember the scriptures. I can't remember how I want to. It's just not working. And in this moment, I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, this is very frustrating. But I'm saying this to myself, and I'm also saying this to you. That just because you may be having a not so good day, just because things aren't going the way that you planned, it doesn't mean that you should give up. I want to encourage you to continue to strive for the goals that you want to achieve. I want to encourage you that the purpose that God has on your life isn't always going to look the way that you want it to look. It's not going to always sound the way that you want it to sound. So I want to encourage you to trust and believe that whatever God has called you to do, it may not always go to plan. However you have put it together, it might not be the message that you thought it was going to be. It may not be delivered in the manner that you thought it was going to be delivered in, but it doesn't change the fact that God has a calling and a purpose on your life. Sometimes the enemy will try to throw things and obstacles in your way to distract you, to deter you. And I want to speak to you and encourage you and say, do not allow the devil to take hold of what God has called upon your life. Do not allow the enemy to deter you, to stop you from moving forward. Just because a challenge comes your way, it doesn't mean that you should give up. It just means that maybe you need to pause. Pausing doesn't mean that you've quit. Pausing doesn't mean that you've given up. It just means that you're going to just take a short break and come back to it later. Or maybe you need to sit down and think, okay, is this what God wants me to say today? Is this something that I need to consider today? Maybe there's something else that God wants to try and get my attention, or maybe the enemy is just trying to throw me off. However, I want to encourage you, keep doing what you know God has called you to do. It may not look pretty every single day. It may not go the way you want it to go every single day, but that does not mean that you should give up. That does not mean that you should give in. So keep going, stay focused. And when you feel like you've got, I don't know, you may have a writer's block. You may be speaking and you can't get the words out of your mouth. There may be some form of blockage that is stopping you from moving forward. I want to encourage you that allow God, sit with God and say, what is it that you want me to say? What do you want me to do in this moment? Maybe he just wants you to be still for a period of time because there's something else that you need to receive so that you can release that into the atmosphere so other people can receive and hear what it is that you have. So use this as encouragement. Stay focused on God. There is a calling on your life and you will fulfill it. Just because it doesn't look and sound what you thought it was, it doesn't mean that God is not with you. So I'm going to say that maybe I felt frustrated today and annoyed and couldn't get my words out because this is what God wanted me to say. So when I'm saying all of this, I'm not just saying it to you, I'm also saying it to myself. So I hope this encourages you. Please look out for my channel for more videos that are coming up. Subscribe, share, comment. I want to create a community for all the ladies who are trying to become what God has called them to become. You may be in a season where you're trying to become the wife that God has called you to be. You're in a season of walking into ministry. You're in a season of a new career. You're in the season of coming out of debt. You are in the season of becoming the version that God has called you to be. Do not give up. Stay encouraged. Stay in the word. Stay in prayer and make sure that you reduce distractions and make sure that you consume what God wants you to consume. Make sure that what you eat, what you watch, what you listen to, what you entertain, your conversations are all in alignment with God's will because everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. Okay? Remember that what you allow into your spirit is what's going to then come out. And sometimes it's what's causing a blockage in your life. So maybe right now, I've advised, I've said, you may need to be still, but maybe God's also saying to you, what are you entertaining? What are you allowing it into your spirit? Is that what's causing blockages? Is that what's stopping you from moving forward? Check yourself daily. Make sure that your heart is clean daily. Make sure that you're in his word daily. What did I say? Daily. Okay. So this is not just yesterday I prayed and I had a really good time with the Lord and today I can take a chill break. No, every day. It is an everyday thing. Do you think that the enemy takes a moment to stop and say, oh, I'm giving myself a break today because, I can put up my feet? No, the enemy is trying to attack you every single day. Every day he's trying to come against the will of God in your life. You cannot afford to take a break. You cannot afford to be still and do the things that you want to do. Stay in prayer. Stay in the word every single day, because the enemy is not going to stop. The enemy is not going to take a break. In fact, he wants you to take a break so that you can slow down. Now, please hear me. Some of us do need to take a break because our bodies need rest and we need to rejuvenate, okay? But for some of us, there is a season that we're in where we need to keep pushing forward. We need to keep striving. So if you're having a blockage, it may be that you need to think about, what are you entertaining? What are you allowing into your spirit? Make sure that everything that you are consuming is of God, because you are in a season right now where God wants you to do something better and bigger than yourself. Okay, so be consumed by everything. Allow this to be encouragement. Stay focused on God. Stay ahead. This is your girl, Naomi. Thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.